ask your wife where she was last night." I froze. The clock on the wall ticked louder than usual. Each second felt like a nail tapping into my skull. My phone screen dimmed, but the unknown number stayed in my mind, bright as a flare. My breath grew shallow. My mouth felt dry. A faint electrical hum from the kitchen light made the silence feel even sharper. I stepped toward the living room window. The glass felt cold beneath my fingertips. Outside, the street was quiet, almost unnaturally so, with only a distant dog barking at nothing visible. Behind me, the floorboards creaked. My wife walked in slowly, as if she knew the air had grown heavy. Her eyes flicked to the phone in my hand. "Who was that?" she asked. Her voice trembled, even though she tried to steady it. I watched her carefully. The rise and fall of her chest, the way her fingers fidgeted with the hem of her sweater, the subtle scent of her perfume, faintly floral, mixing with the metallic coldness of the room. I asked her the question, "Where were you last night?" The words felt like broken glass leaving my throat. She froze. Her shoulders stiffened. Her pupils widened slightly, just enough for me to notice. A small, nearly silent breath escaped her lips, as if the truth had punched her in the gut. She stepped backward, then looked away from me. Her hands rubbed together slowly, nervously, as though she was trying to warm herself, even though the room was not cold. "I need you to sit down," she said. Her voice was soft, almost pleading. I remained standing. My heart pounded with sharp, uneven beats. The air smelled faintly of dust and old wood, and every sound in the house felt magnified. She hesitated. Her lips parted as if she wanted to begin, but the words refused to come out. She swallowed hard. Then she finally whispered, "I was with someone." The world around me seemed to tilt slightly. My ears rang. My hands felt numb. The ticking clock behind me sounded like a hammer striking metal. I stared at her, waiting, but she did not continue. She only lowered her gaze and whispered again, "There is more." My stomach tightened. The room felt smaller, as if the walls moved closer with every breath. I stepped forward slowly. My shoes brushed the wooden floor, the sound sharp in the suffocating silence. "Who was it?" I asked. My voice was low, steady, but inside me everything felt unsteady and electric. She lifted her eyes. There was fear in them, real fear, fear of something larger than an affair, larger than a betrayal, fear of something I did not see coming. "It was someone you know," she said. She gripped her own forearm as if her body was the only solid thing she could hold on to. My pulse throbbed in my neck. Heat rose to my face. A cold tremor ran down my spine. "Tell me," I said, but she shook her head. Her voice cracked. "I told me not to say his name." I felt a fierce chill spread through my chest. Not to say his name? Why? Why would anyone warn her like that? Before I could ask again, my phone buzzed violently in my hand. The same unknown number flashed across the screen. The vibration felt like it shook the entire room. My wife's face drained of color. Her breathing hitched sharply, as though the air itself turned poisonous. I answered. The line opened with a faint static hiss, like someone breathing through a broken mask. Then a low voice spoke, calm, deliberate, too familiar. "I told her not to say anything," the voice said. My heart stopped for a single heavy moment. My vision narrowed. The air grew thick. My wife grabbed my arm tightly, her nails digging into my skin. Her eyes filled with terror. The voice continued, "You should not push her. If you do, you both will regret it." I swallowed hard, unable to speak. The room felt colder. The shadows on the walls seemed to stretch. The voice lowered even further. "Ask her what she saw last night. Ask her why I cannot let her talk." My wife shook her head violently as tears began to fall. Her entire body trembled. I felt a sinking dread rise inside me, deeper and darker than anything I had felt before. She whispered through shaking lips, "Please do not make me say it. It will not only ruin us, it will destroy everything you think you know." The line stayed open. The unknown caller breathed softly, waiting, and the truth, whatever it was, hovered in the air between us like a blade about to drop.